Alright, what's going on, y'all? And Dave here once again. Got some more stuff in the mail today. We got some stuff. These ones are actually really cheap, and I'm glad that I was able to get these ones because these were some that I was wanting. Actually, no, there was one of them that I wanted. The other other two I just happened to find. So this first one we're going to look at is Mechwarrior 2 Arcade Combat Edition. And so this is essentially like a PlayStation compatible version of Mechwarrior 2. And one reason why I really liked that I really wanted this game, you guys probably saw my video of that right there. Where's that? There you go. It's kind of covered up with a bag and stuff. It's the PlayStation Analog Joystick, so right there with that flight stick, and this other one right here. Y'all probably saw that video, and basically that is a big. Not the PlayStation Analog Flight Stick, PlayStation Analog Joystick, and basically. This is the first analog controller that they ever made for the PlayStation. And so over here it's got, your fancy buttons. It's got buttons down here. It's got triggers behind it. And it's also some more buttons here on the bottom side. Right there. So basically this is the first analog controller that they ever released for the PlayStation. And this game actually has analog joystick compatibility. You can't read it at all, but it has it. And I demonstrated this with this game originally whenever I first showed up this video, but I didn't actually own it. That was a burned copy. So here's my legit copy. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the disc. This one is covered in smudges, to be honest, but no noticeable scratches, just smudges. So, excuse me. So I'll do what I can with the microfiber cloth and try and get that disc all cleaned up. Thankfully the book came in just fine condition. The only problem, there's a couple cracks in the case, but as I said in the last video, the last pickups video, you can always go online, buy a whole bunch of stock cases, and swap out all your games. As long as all your inserts and your discs are fine, you can't really complain about cases too much, because you can always get a new case. Let's see. Other than that, I also got Sidewinder. This is a PlayStation. This is a Japanese PlayStation game, as you can tell by the Japanese text. And on the front it says, "Let's dance in the sky. It's a real dogfight. Sidewinder." And so this is it's a playing game for the PlayStation. I don't really know anything about it, but look at that. Again, supports the flight stick or the PlayStation Analog Joystick. So that'll be awesome. The reason why I saw this because it was like $4 shipping, but since I was going to buy all this stuff anyway, they all came from the same seller. The game itself was only $1, and it's actually factory sealed, although this front is actually tore. And again, like my last video, I don't know if I did that, but I've never really seen any PlayStation games from Japan. These come in these really large boxes. So let's go ahead and just open this up and see what it's like in here. One second. Not the computer that I use for YouTube, by the way. This is not the standard computer that I use. Anyway, so taking off the wrapping here, and again, I'm gonna be completely honest. I know nothing about this game. I have no idea if it's good, if it's bad, or anything like that. Okay, so here's the actual game. This is actually a little slip off. This was a packaging thing, advertisements for the Sidewinder jacket and like some dog tags, and it shows that this was originally 5,800 yen whenever it first came out. So yeah. Anyway, here's the actual game case. Case is kind of scratched up, but I mean, oh well, I don't really care. Cases can't be perfect. And on the top it says PlayStation. Here you have the name, Sidewinder in Japanese, I suppose, and some Japanese text on the back with some English on the side as well. So let's go ahead and peek open at it. Okay, comes with this nice little manual right here. Well, let's see if it shows a picture of the flight stick. Yeah, right there, PlayStation Analog Joystick. So that right there is this bad boy right here. So it shows the flight stick controls, all the buttons, what they do in Japanese, and blah 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 blah. So that's cool. And again, this is a Japanese game, so hopefully I'll be able to boot this with a with a Game Shark that I have, that, or I can use a my girlfriend has a modded PlayStation, so I can just play it on that. But anyway, yeah, there's the manual, and let's take a look at the game. These are actually really impressive. I've never seen this. I don't understand why all these Japanese games are like covered in English text. That makes no sense to me. Let's Dance in the Sky, Sidewinder. It's a real dogfight. Okay, the game's looking okay. Actually, it has like a couple scratches on it. I'm curious as to why. Hopefully this wasn't like used and then repackaged, but I mean, either way, I don't really care all that much. But yeah. I didn't buy the game to keep it packaged up. I bought the game to play it. So, we also have Gran Chaser for the Saturn. And this is actually the Japanese version of another game that I have for the American Saturn. Let me grab that. 1 second. I have the American version, and here in America it came out as Cyber Speedway. So you can see it has the same exact ship on the front. And this is a futuristic racing game. And the reason why I consider this one's one, because I don't have a Japanese Saturn game, so this would be an easy way to get a Japanese Saturn game. And also, it's interesting that they actually got jewel cases, or at least these fancy jewel cases, while we got these stupid, huge, giant. Every time you open them up, you have a risk of breaking the boxes. But I'm running out of time, so let's go ahead and just take a peek at this real quick. Let's open it up. Alrighty. The edge is actually cracked. It's got some case damage on it. But that's okay. I don't really care. Alright. Let's see. There we go. Gran Chaser, and again it came with one of those inserts. Nothing on the inside, no advertisements. Blah blah blah. Says it works with the racing. And yeah, here's the game. Let's go ahead and open it up. Like I said, I'm running out of time, unfortunately. And I like how awesome these Saturn games look. I love these Japanese Saturn looks. With the whole Sega Saturn logo down here, and manual's a little bent up. See, either these got damaged during shipping, or it just got damaged over time, because this game's from like 96 or something like that. I don't see why. Yeah, this is a 95 game. I don't see why there'd be damage on these. But anyway, running out of time, you guys. So, Gran Chaser, Sidewinder, and Mechwarrior 2 Arcade Edition for the PlayStation. Thanks, you guys. Catch you later. Peaces.